Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you would never ask. It is Monday. It is the 23rd day of November. It is National Cashew Day, or Cashew Day. I say it weird. How do I say it?
You say cashew.
Cashew.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't. How do you say it?
Cashew.
Cashew.
Yeah.
I say cashew.
Cashew.
I didn't even know I was saying it wrong, but we've been married 21 years, and apparently it finally got on our nerves enough, like a year ago, for her to say, "Why do you say it that way?" I'm like, what am I saying wrong? Now I'm whole. I can't even say it. National Curly Nut Day. It's National Eat a Cranberry Day and National Espresso Day.
Alrighty.
And for those of you who want to wheeze the juice, it is a Movie Star Monday with Pauley Shore.
I love
He has
Pauley Shore.
so many awesome movies from like the 80s and the 90s, and he's got a new...
Encino Man, one of my all-time favorite movies.
Very funny, man. He's got a new movie out. It's called Guesthouse. I watched the trailer for it. Hilarious. Oh, my goodness. We'll be chatting with, yes, that guy, the one and only Pauley Shore, in just a bit for a Movie Star Monday.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. A new survey found that over 300,000 residents have moved out of New York City in the last 8 months. And it says because of rising crime rates is why they're leaving.
I don't blame them.
One other thing, probably the last thing you want to hear, the week of America's Thanksgiving, but a big meal increases your chance of a heart attack. Well, that's not good.
Yeah.
Study from the University of Miami found a person who eats an unusually large meal is 4 times more likely to suffer a heart attack in the next 2 hours than someone who did not have a giant feast. During the first hour after feasting, you are 10 times the normal heart attack risk. So why are you looking at me?
I'm just saying, good thing I bought that defibrillator.
Yeah, you're going to need maybe... You have matching ones, one for each of us? No, we should probably be careful. Surveys and studies and such are brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At BetterCreditCards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. BetterCreditCards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
This is your Brain on Drugs, brought to you by timeforrehab.com. We head to Hollywood, Florida, where police respond to a call at Capone's Flicker Light Bar and Pizza Restaurant. A man entered the establishment very visibly drunk. Then he got violent when they refused service. The man since identified as 48-year-old Robert Nestler. He demanded more booze, and they said, "Sir, you've had enough." And that's when he got mad. They said, "You've had too much," and he refused to back down. Owner Patty Natina nudged Mr. Nestler away from one of her servers, at which point he pushed her back. Says, "I pushed him to get away from her, and he pushed me back, and I went tumbling across the bar." So it turned into a hubaloo, Heidi, I believe is the official word. He got to go to jail, 2 counts of aggravated battery and disorderly intoxication. So not a good way to, wrap up the evening. But that is what happens when your brain is on drugs.
John and Heidi.
Time now for Big Screen, Little Screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. I've got the royal family in the news here, not once, not twice, but thrice.
Oh, thrice.
Yeah. Does that sound British? Is that
It's
a thing?
super impressive.
So the first one, season 4 of The Crown premiered on Netflix over the weekend. That was actually last weekend, marking the first time the late Princess Diana was featured on the show. So it's just a little over a week that's been out. Now, royal insiders say Prince Harry will not turn his back on the Netflix deal, despite the portrayal of his family on the new show, The Crown. It's not new. It's been around several seasons now. But just recently they're getting to like his part of the family. And one other story. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry did not wish Prince Charles a happy birthday last Saturday.
Ooh. I doubt he cares.
Here's the thing I got to tell you. I have 2 brothers and 3 sisters. You know how many times I've gone and I'm like, ooh, hey.
I missed their birthday.
I forgot to wish my brother a happy birthday 3 months ago. So you know what? I don't know that it was necessarily. I love my brothers and my sisters, so it's not because I don't like them, but sometimes you forget things. So maybe that's what happened. Who knows? Big screen, little screen, brought to you by channelsurfertv.com.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of timeforrehab.com. BMW, they have built the world's first electrified wingsuit, and it's capable of flying at speeds 186 miles an hour.
Would you strap one of those things on?
Well, first of all, they probably don't have them in my size. Do you have a 3 or 4X? No,
There's
you don't?
no way. You couldn't pay me enough.
Honestly, I think it would be so cool.
No way.
The wingsuit allows a flyer to fly kind of like Iron Man. So you ask if I would do it? Yeah, I absolutely would. If it was safe.
There's
concern,
no way.
I would.
No way I would.
I think it'd be really cool. But I've gone bungee jumping. I've done that.
I wouldn't do that
before.
either.
I'm trying to think what else I've done that's dangerous. I've done other dangerous things. I married you.
Yes, you did.
See what I did there? The dangerous thing. Hey, I should read another story. Hundreds of marijuana companies are now laying the legal groundwork to set up shop in states that have recently legalized recreational marijuana use. I think there's 9 states in total. NYPD arrested a 35-year-old man who punched Rick Moranis during an unprovoked attack last month.
Good.
So, yeah, he got arrested. Here's the thing
That's somebody you need to just keep there, because if somebody's going to walk up and punch Rick Moranis of all
Can you make
people,
anybody
you're
mad?
Clearly too violent to be out on the
Online,
streets.
there was a story, they were talking about this, and like several people said Rick Moranis is like the kindest person on the planet.
He's adorable.
And then somebody said he's a human Muppet. I'm like, what, human?
He's
I never thought of that.
adorable.
But he has some Muppet-like qualities in an adorable way. I think I'm not saying that in a negative way. So if that's a negative thing, I certainly don't mean that.
I love him.
I think he is adorable.
I do too.
So anyway, Rick, I hope you're doing okay. Anyway, the guy's finally been arrested.
Good.
New York City's first electric taxi, it is a Model 3 Tesla, hit the streets last weekend. It takes 10 times as long to charge as a gas fill-up takes. The electric cab, by the way, does have a human driver, but they are developing self-driving electric cars from Tesla. So eventually, no cab driver.
Let's just get rid of all the jobs in this country, shall we?
No, let's
We don't
not do
need
that.
any at all. We don't
Let's
need
not.
cashiers. We don't need cab drivers. There's going to be nothing left for people to do.
I think we need all of those things. A
I was
14-year-old...
clearly being sarcastic.
Oh, I don't... What does sarcastic mean?
Mm-hmm.
A 14-year-old Brooklyn boy who disappeared with his 11-year-old girlfriend last week was found speeding in Iowa. Again, keep in mind, 14-year-old kid and his 11-year-old girlfriend, they left Brooklyn last week.
Yikes.
Found speeding in Iowa, 1,200 miles from home. So I got a feeling he's going to get grounded. I'm just saying.
I think they're both grounded.
And a thief broke into a home and stole a laptop and an iPad and a TV and got away with it. Then he realized, oh, hey, I didn't grab the remote. So he went back to get the remote.
Way.
Yeah. He got caught.
Wow.
He forgot the remote. You know what? That's awesome that he went back for the remote. And it's even more awesome that he got caught. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, but I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you peck out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Movie Star Monday. We've got Pauley Shore joining us right now. He's been in a ton of stuff. Encino Man, Son-in-Law, Biodome, a bunch of other stuff. And he's got a brand new film that's out right now. It's available on DVD, Blu-ray, download, all of that stuff. And the movie is called Guesthouse. Pauley, I just had a chance to watch the preview. This thing looks hilarious.
Thank you. It is. It's supposed to be funny. That's what I get paid to do.
Well, I would say you did your job real well. Just watching the trailer even, I was laughing so hard. So for folks that haven't seen this or maybe haven't heard about Guesthouse, let's explain what this is.
It's a new movie that Pauley Shore stars in, and I play a guy that won't leave out of a guest house. This young couple, they buy their first house. They're excited, and my character Randy's in the back, and he won't leave. And I turn the whole life upside down. And it's kind of like Neighbors or What About Bob or War of the Roses. And it just turns into this fun romp, and you got Steve-O in it, Bobby Lee's in it, you got Eric Griffin in it. It's R-rated, so if you have young kids, it's definitely not for them. But if you want to watch an R-rated comedy similar to American Pie or Hangover or something like that, that tone, there you go.
And I think a lot of people who watch this can probably relate to this, whether they're a homeowner or maybe even just moved into a neighborhood where there was this certain neighbor that was just maybe kind of making things not so great. Well, in this one, they just happens to be a person living in their guest house.
Pretty much. Exactly.
Now, when
Especially now with COVID and all that stuff, it's like people aren't leaving, you know what I mean?
So when did you guys film this? Is this something that was filmed a while back?
We filmed in 2019.
And it's just coming out right now, and I suppose it probably takes a while for the post-production and all of that stuff.
Yeah, it's on digital on demand right now, so people can buy it. But we're pushing the DVD Blu-ray right now, so people can actually hold it in their hand.
And there's something special about that. I just watched a DVD last night, and you could see the extra features and all the fun stuff that comes with that. So I'm going to throw a link to make it easy to find the DVD and the Blu-ray and all of those things. And let's talk about some of the other fun things that you're up to these days. What are you doing right now in addition to this movie?
Well, I moved to Las Vegas about 5-6 months ago. I set up camp out here, so I'm pretty excited. I got Billy Gibbons as my neighbor, from ZZ Top.
Oh, wow. That's very cool.
So he comes over. He's always trying to give me his barbecue sauce. And I'm like, dude, I don't want your barbecue sauce. Let's just play some music, bro, right? And I have all my online stuff, which I'm really excited about. I love my YouTube page. I love my Instagram, my Twitter, all that stuff. I'm always putting out new content. I have a workout show called Sweating with the Wheeze.
Awesome.
And then I have classic scenes from classic movies. And then we have the podcast, Random Rants. And then we got my band. I have a karaoke band. So if you want to see crazy Pauley Shore, just go to my YouTube page.
That's awesome. Now, from a very early age, you were around comedians because your mother had the Comedy Store in L.A. Did that kind of influence you doing what you're doing? I'm assuming it probably did.
Don't you think it did? Probably, right?
I would guess so. So, of all the people...
And they saw all these knuckleheads doing their thing, so I said, I'm going to do my thing,
So, who would you say is maybe the comedian that you saw that maybe influenced you the most?
I'd say probably Sam Kinison, Richard Pryor, George Carlin.
And those guys, I think, would, if I was going to build like a Mount Rushmore to comedy, I think all of those people would be on it.
Yeah, I think so. I think they're the all-stars, yeah.
Or is there anybody that you're seeing out there right now that's kind of new and up and coming that you're going, hey, everybody should keep their eye on this person?
Not really. I'm just kind of moving forward, you know what I mean? I'm trying to move into the future. There's a lot of young comics out there, but I don't know. There's guys. There's a lot of guys out there, but I'm kind of I'm just trying to wake up, bro. You know what I mean?
Well, I think you're in the right place to see comedy in Vegas. There's all kinds of cool stuff there. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us today. We're also going to throw a link in our show notes to the new movie and also your social media. How can we find you there?
Everything is at Pauley Shore.
I will throw links to all of that. Thank you, sir. Have a great day.
Later, bud.
Again, our guest today has been the one and only Pauley Shore, and I've got a link to all of his information for the different social medias in the show notes, and then also the movie Guest House. And like he said, it's rated R, so it's probably not the thing for the whole family, but I watched the preview. It looks hilarious. I've got a link to the information to get the DVD and Blu-ray, and also if you're interested in that on a digital download. It's all in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
A study found that ancient species of ape stood 10 feet tall. So they're saying back in the day, apes used to
They've
be...
shrunk.
Yeah, so apes used to be 10 feet tall. Then they got married and settled down.
I knew you were going to say that.
You know where I got that?
My Uncle Sam.
Yeah, her uncle. His name was Sam. He was so funny. He had the greatest little one-liner jokes.
Did.
Yeah, because he wasn't a tall guy. And he used to say to me, "How tall are you?" He like 3 different times he did it.
He always said the same jokes to everybody.
How tall are you? And I'm like 5'11". Oh wow, I used to be 5'11". Then I got married and settled down.
Yeah,
I laughed every time.
He was adorable.
Absolutely. So anyway, apparently apes used to be 10 feet tall, and now they're not. And this is today's fun fact. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At bettercreditcards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. Bettercreditcards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for a news headline from somewhere in this world, Dateline China. A wealthy Chinese pigeon racing fan paid a record $1.9 million for a Belgian-bred bird by the name of New Kim. New Kim, by the way, is the top racing pigeon in the world right now.
I had no idea pigeon racing was a thing. Did you?
You don't watch that on ESPN
No.
17?
No, but they are lacking in content lately. They probably should carry this.
What are you watching? Pigeon racing? Really? What's next? Squirrel races? No, I have no idea. I didn't know it was a thing either, but apparently it is. $1.9 million for a pigeon. Thanks for listening to a news headline from somewhere in this world.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Time now for Weird News, brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. They have a countdown to Thanksgiving on there. As they get closer, some of these items are getting pretty darn ridiculous.
I bet.
But over here, a 20-year-old Florida man is in jail after stealing a deputy's cruiser from the airport. Video surveillance shows Duncan Smith leaving the airport in a stolen police cruiser at 8:34 p.m. 2 hours later, deputies were notified that he used a credit card that was in the stolen car. He was caught and arrested. He confessed to stealing the cruiser because he was, quote, on a spiritual journey, end quote.
Of course.
Needed to find a way home, he said. He's charged with burglary, larceny, and vehicular theft. Probably not the smartest thing to do.
No.
Unless, of course, you just want to get caught. Maybe he needed a place to stay. I have no idea.
Maybe.
Bizarre. That is today's Weird News, and it is brought to you right now by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for your moment of duh, brought to you by timeforrehab.com. A woman is facing several charges after an incident at a hotel ended up with a truck in a pond. What happened there? It started at the Extended Stay Deluxe, that's a hotel, where an employee told police a woman, later identified as 34-year-old Marlo Walton, began arguing with her in the lobby because there was no breakfast at the hotel. And because the pool was closed due to COVID-19. A man waiting in line at the lobby told police he saw the woman yelling at the guest service receptionist, telling her to, he actually told her, hey, just settle down.
Right.
The man went to the parking lot, got in his vehicle, but when the woman saw in the parking lot, he parked the vehicle and ran off. I don't understand why that happened. When he came back, his vehicle was gone, and they found it submerged in a pond.
Oh, she drove his vehicle into the pond. Mm-hmm. So she must have been coming after him to attack him for some reason?
Know. If you're in the car, why didn't he drive away?
Right.
You got out of the vehicle? Again, I don't know what all happened. It sounds like...
maybe she had a weapon? I don't know.
Doesn't say. But I've got a link to the story if you want to try to figure it out. I'm not going to Matlock my way through this because I have no clue. Thanks for listening to your Moment of Duh on the John and Heidi Show.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, but I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you peck out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for fake news or Florida. Heidi, tell me, is this a true story from the great state of Florida, or is it fake news made up to trick you and amuse me? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Fake news or Florida? A Fort Pierce, Florida man told police cocaine that they found in his car must have blown in the window.
Of course, because that
Fake
happens
news
all the
or
time.
Florida.
I'm going to say Florida.
And, ladies and gentlemen, verdict, it is Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah, we read this story. Did you remember it from then, or do you just knew it?
I just knew it.
You just knew it?
I knew it.
I got to cover my face when I read these, because I have a tell. Because I noticed you start looking at me, and I forgot to cover my... What is it? What am I doing?
I'm not telling you what you're doing, because then you'll know how to lie to me all the time.
I'm working on it. I've been 21 years of being honest. I start spinning some yarns here soon. Fake news or Florida, right here on the John and Heidi Show.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. It comes your way courtesy of bettercreditcards.com. I love this story, Heidi. I think I say that every day, but I really do love this story. Here's a headline. He saved a little girl from drowning. Now her family is raising money for his wedding. How cool is this? A Texas family wanted to give back to the man who saved their 10-year-old daughter's life. There's a photo here of Haley Whitting. She's 10. They were on vacation in Monterey, California with the family when she suddenly got caught in the riptide. Her mother tried to swim out to save her, only to find herself in danger of drowning too. That's when nearby Kevin Cozy and his fiance heard some screaming. He said, I've been swimming since I was 3 years old competitively, so I was like, I figured I could probably help. And he jumped in and saved the day.
Wow.
Months went by. Samantha only knew Cozy's first name. However, she never stopped looking for him. She'd been trying to figure out, how can I thank this guy?
Right.
And then earlier, she posted about the whole rescue on Facebook in a group called Merced Neighbor Watch, MERCED, Neighborhood Watch. And within hours, they were able to connect with each other. And that's when she found out that, oh, hey, you guys are getting married? When is your wedding? So they said, tell you what, we're going to help out with that. They're helping raise money for this gentleman and his fiance for their wedding. It says, if it wasn't for him risking his life in such a selfless act, I would have lost not only my own life, but my baby girl.
Right.
I want to raise money for Kevin and his fiance to have their dream wedding and honeymoon. He said, this young lady goes on and says, any amount helps. Any amount is appreciated, and Lord knows he certainly deserves this and much, much more. And there is a link to that in the show notes. You can find it. And so far, how much do you suppose they've raised?
Oh, probably hundreds of thousands.
Over $60,000.
Okay.
They set a goal of $100,000. and it's over $60,000 have donated. So if you're interested, I've got a link to that story. I think it's just such a cool thing, and I love that. It's fantastic. This guy is a hero. He saved a couple of lives, and I think it is fantastic that they found him, and they're doing something really, really nice in return. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show.